People, you're locked into the fight show.
Why
Why are you, lad? You're locked into the fight show, lad.
The
new fight show.
And the new.
Because we're rocking with the combat sports from now on. We know the people love it. We've been told by all the people, you're a combat sports show. So we're going to rump like Jacob, what's his name, Ingagor? What's his name, Ingagor? He said, don't deny the universe, go with it. So we're going to go with it. So we're just going to...
It feels better we've gone with it, though.
Yeah, much better. Because we enjoy actually like watching fights, looking at fights, talking about fights. And everyone we get on has anything to do with fights and combat sports, really. Most people, majority, 80%. So we're going to run with it. And there's a lot to talk about because over the last couple of weeks, people have made history. People have come back from long layoffs. People have gone for greatness and just fell short. There's a lot that's happened, and that's just people from the town. That's just people from the local area. Obviously, Tysie making history. Yeah. First female champion in Luton. Commonwealth. Crazy.
It's mad, isn't it, if you sit back and think about it?
Commonwealth champion. That's like big. That's a big achievement.
Massive.
And now I'm sure if you win the Commonwealth, you're like the number one contender for the world.
Yeah.
So she's going to be fighting for the world title by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Which is mental.
What is that chick from Ireland? What weight is she?
Katie Taylor.
Yeah.
I think she's heavier.
I think she is.
I think she's heavier.
Bigger girl.
Yeah. You say that though, but then Ebony Bridges and that, they don't look light, do they? I think they're all in Tysie's weight.
What, Ebony Bridges and that?
Yeah.
She got those heavies.
The heavies.
But yeah, they are. So she's Commonwealth champion and boxed to a T. Perfect. Perfection. Beautiful. The boxing was... It put the boys' boxing match... To be fair, the Albanian boxing match before that, it was a crap match, but it was kind of funny because I think he was fighting like a journeyman. The journeyman stopped him.
And he had half the crowd there as well.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that time when we went and watched Reynolds and that black guy upset that Kazakhstan guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was not meant to win. And he beat him.
Yeah.
That is mad. Yeah, that was mad. You knew he weren't meant. Even his coach was in the ring running around like gassed. That was sick.
He dug deep.
That was a good fight. That was a good fight.
It was so good I've even watched it back.
Yeah, that's
how you know it was a good fight.
That was a good fight.
Where was that? At York Hall?
Yeah, it was at York Hall, man. The Mecca.
When Jordan Reynolds come back.
I don't even remember that.
Do you not?
I was
there,
him, man. Like
it was sick.
He actually knocked him clean out.
But yeah, nah, she boxed really, really well, man. Like there was maybe 1 or 2 rounds I'd have gave to the white side woman. But
this other woman just come for like a brawl.
She's a good fighter. She's a
good fighter. Tysie just outboxed her, like
completely.
Picking her shots, like just stepping
moving
back,
around her,
moving.
yeah.
Like she just outboxed her, like
start to the game.
And then that woman was just like Mexican style.
Yeah, she was
marching forward, like throwing hands, but Tysie was just moving back and just jab,
resetting herself,
giving
jabbing.
her a couple big shots, moving like because her face was fucked up, man,
plummeled, yeah,
like bad. It was bad. When I seen, I was like,
she
Jesus.
walked past us to go
I
to the
didn't
medical.
I didn't know like these shots were hitting like that, and I was like, whoa. Her face was mash up, like big swells on her, like black eyes, everything. It was a good fight. It was a proper good fight, man. Yeah. It was a good fight. And she kept that pace for quite a while. That's a 10-rounder.
It was her second 10-rounder,
Second 10-rounder, yeah.
I thought I was thinking...
Yeah,
you have to. It's a title fight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Women only fight 10 rounds, didn't they?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
They do 10 twos.
2 minutes.
2 minutes of rounds, then I think 10.
Round 7 or I think it was 7 or 6 or 7 that the white side of Phil won it, and I was thinking hopefully Tysie hasn't gassed out or anything, but then like she come back to the corner, reset, and she just went off again, like lighting her up.
Yeah, it was good.
Light up.
And York Hall actually set it out good.
Yeah,
like they had these like lights up, like it made the ring look better. It was just better. It looked better. You couldn't go upstairs though.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Everyone was downstairs.
I don't know why they did that.
Yeah. And no, you couldn't go upstairs. I don't know why either.
I just love it upstairs. Because you just saw like a bird's eye view.
Yeah, the view is good from upstairs. It's like proper good.
Yeah. I feel like I've been there way too many times.
I've been there bare in the last year.
Loads,
like
man.
bare. And I'd been there like once or twice, and now I've been there like 7 times, 8 times.
Yeah. It's good though.
Nah, it's good, and there's a few good food places around there. To be fair, as well,
we're gonna have to go in more as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Got to keep the people up with the information and the fight news.
Tysie, obviously, massive congratulations because that's a superstar.
Yeah, hope to have you on.
Should have been on the front page as well.
It should have been.
Should have been on the front. Like her. I know you have to go out of your own way to do all this shit, but how is in Luton someone that she works for has had to write a page about her in the paper?
Yeah,
what the fuck is that?
Should have been sent out.
Who's the journalist?
Wait, what?
Who's the journalist on Luton? What's the paper called? Luton Today. Luton News. Who's the journalist on Luton News? Get in contact with us, and we want to speak to you because
what happened?
Like when you go to the paper, you have to write a column normally. You have to go, unless it's a big story,
which it is.
She just won the Commonwealth. That's a big story, isn't it?
It's massive story
for Luton.
So she works for Boxing Saves Lives. They had to write a column for her in the paper about her winning the Commonwealth. How fucking mad is that? That should be that should be front page.
Someone there, yeah, at least.
That's front page.
But there's hopefully big things coming out for her.
Big things.
There's going to be, and
when all these people like the Frankies, Linuses, and that.
So it's published by JP Smith.
Yeah, who does the Luton Boxing Saves Lives? I think. Hand on heart, I think they're doing the town a fucking disservice.
Yeah, they are.
And I feel like I'm not the only one who thinks this.
I think a lot of people, and there's still a lot more that the town could do in promoting her as well, man. Like, bro.
I guarantee, like when something bad happens, I bet it's front page. No one's writing that in. But bad news spreads better than than good news, which is. But they're not even trying to change that. Like, like you said, someone should have been there.
Linus was in the news.
I've been on front back page.
Have you?
Yeah, a few times.
For doing what?
Football.
Linus was back in the news for winning.
I'd like to speak to him. I'd like to speak to someone from the council, someone involved with decision making in the town or marketing, because I'd love for someone to fight their corner and say, like, no, we are doing this, we do this, you've not seen this, you've not seen that.
Hello.
I wouldn't mind
the Luton boys.
I wouldn't mind that, someone to defend themselves. I don't just want to go at them for no reason, because I feel like I've been dragging them. But I feel like there's a right to be dragging them.
So she had to write her own little bit and then send it to them, and then they like put finishing touches.
Most probably, yeah.
What kind of bullshit is this? They should be finding these young people from early on and push.
I thought a journalist's job was to go out and find stories.
Like you said, that
Commonwealth's a big thing.
That should be front page news, man.
Front
in your
page.
Local town
in your local
newspaper.
Town news.
Yeah, not in just the sports section.
No, yeah, that's what it was. Just in the sports section. Pussies.
They should be actively posting it on social media.
Pussies.
As well. Like, she was on. I seen her on BBC. Was it Radio 5 Live or something? The sports one, and they were talking. They made a little like speech about it. It was pretty good.
Shout out them.
Yeah, I suppose that's.
I think people are going to start jumping on the bandwagon.
100%, 100%. Yeah.
She'll grow, and then everyone will just be like,
yeah. Yeah, that is what happened, sadly.
Yeah.
But that was she should be proud, because that was if that was, I'll be carrying that belt around me everywhere. That was me. I'd be fucking just
going to the sauna.
I'll be going to the supermarket just with the belt on my shoulder.
Yeah.
How mad is that?
Do you know what it is though? That's a good marketing thing. Where you'd have random people coming up to you, oh, what's this? And then you might.
It is actually mad.
Oh, do you know what's mad actually? I was speaking to her at McGowan's fight, and some woman just walked up to her and was like, "Oh, did you fight at York Hall yesterday?" She was like, "Oh yeah." And she's like, "Oh yeah, I was watching someone else. I thought I seen you at York Hall. You won the title and that."
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Mad,
there should be more people from Luton supporting that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Well, it's not only female.
And Luton Town Football Club should start.
All you feminists, yeah.
In the town,
they're not even supporting the women. They're not even supporting. They're not even supporting the women. They're not even supporting the women.
Yeah, what Luton Town Football Club should do something, because man, imagine we get to the playoff final. She should be out there on the pitch showing off her medal or something. That'd be sick.
Yeah, it's just mad. There's not people like putting them on a platform or like spreading this news or something, because that's that's a news achievement. Like, she's just achieved Commonwealth. That's mental.
Yeah, against somebody that was silver medalist in the European Games and gold medalist in the Commonwealth Games. Like, that's a big
good
fight.
fighter.
She'll get recognised.
Yeah,
it'll
come back. All these people, yeah,
people will come crawling, and that's what happened.
But and then obviously Linus was fighting at York Hall as well a couple of weeks before.
Yeah,
made his comeback. Done the damn thing.
What was his name again?
Chapman.
Chapman, yeah.
Robbie Chapman. What did he say?
Is that the one with the dreads?
He's not that bad. He's a journeyman now, but he wasn't like when Jordan fought him. He was 6-6. Yeah. Like his record was 6-6. So he's not a bad fighter.
Is this the one where he got his dread chopped off?
Yeah.
This is like, and his profile is the world's best journeyman.
Best looking journeyman. And he's ugly. He's ugly. But he's ugly.
No, I'm not saying that. I just mean he's owning the journeyman.
Yeah. He was the one that got his dreads cut off.
Yeah.
But he that was Linus, I think, fought well in that fight as well. I think he won every round.
And he's got.
It's a good.
Oh yeah, and he's on
title. Is
he's
it
on the title eliminator? Yeah, in
27th of May.
27th of May. But if Luton get to the playoff final, it's dicey for your boys.
I can't lie there. Luton playoff final.
No, I ain't missing. I already told him. I said, Linus, look, I don't even care.
He's gutted himself, though.
I don't even care if you're fighting. That's like playoff final to get to the Premier League. Like, I'd bun your fight, innit? Your fight's a small piece of the puzzle in this life compared to that. But he was like, he was like, fucking hell, man. He'll be pissed. He'll be pissed.
He'll be pissed because
he'll be pissed.
Yeah, he would want to be there.
Thinking like photos in the kit.
If we don't get there though, Manny on the 27th of May, I'm there.
I think I'm still gonna book an apartment.
But you don't have to pay till
just
the day.
Don't have to pay till the week, just so it's booked, just in case. Because I'm going if the Luton don't get to the playoff final, I'm going. I'm going to support the Nigerians.
He's mostly going to go out as well afterwards, isn't he?
Huh?
He'll go out afterwards, won't he? You reckon?
Manny.
Yeah, he probably will.
Yeah. It'd be a good day out, man.
Yeah,
imagine we go all the way out there and he just comes home. I'll be like, you're a fucking waste man, bro.
Yeah.
Waste man. Yeah, he probably will go out after.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's going to go out on the piss.
I would probably do that though. If that was me.
What, just come home?
I'd just come home.
No, but he'll have everything like paid for.
Home is where the heart is.
A hotel and that, wouldn't he?
Sure.
Thing. That's a good card though. That's that Lara versus Wood.
Is it the Manchester Arena?
Yeah, that's a good card.
Yeah.
That was the one the other week. You know when that Ben Davidson threw the towel in.
Yeah.
And he threw it in a bit early, and there was loads of controversy and stuff like that. It's their rematch, and then that Mexican ran over to that what's the Scottish guy, and he spat at him.
Did he?
Yeah, he ran over the ring and he spat at him. The guy was sitting ringside and he stood up and he walked over and spat at him.
Mexican flu.
Yeah, man.
Spanish flu.
So Linus is back and he's.
Who's he fighting against?
I don't know what the guy's name is. He's fighting Conway. Good fight, big fight. It's a big fight. Title eliminator, then he'll get back. Because the guy, normally people with the British, they don't really defend it. They kind of just
pass it.
Yeah, they get to the British and then they've won it. They don't defend it. They just pass it down and go for the Europeans and stuff like that. So if that is the case, he will be fighting that. What's the guy he fought on the last card Jordan fought on? Denny. You know, he fought Linus's training partner. You know what I'm on about.
Yeah. Oh, that guy.
Yeah, Denny. I think his name is Denny. Linus beat him already. He has beat him already. So I think that will be the fight that he might if he wins.
I want to see Linus get a title.
Bro, that's a fucking massive. When you speak to boxers, they're like the British is like a massive title. Like big, massive.
He was just unlucky on that last one though, because that's
a good fight.
That was an either way fight.
But he's gone on to be the.
I think Denzel Bentley only got it because he showed more like pressure,
more grit.
Yeah, more grit. I think like the people saw more grit. Like, he had big.
He's gone on to do well though, Denzel Bentley. After that, he's had like 3 or 4 fights, and he's fought like at good level. Like he fought for a title, didn't he? Some sort of title.
A tough fight, man. It was a good fight.
It was good. They were commentating together yesterday.
Who?
Linus and Bentley on some York Hall show. They're both commentating. Linus was looking all swagger. I think Bentley was in a trackie.
2 dons.
Short kings. But And obviously Dan McGowan was back last week at the Hitman Fight League.
And that's who runs that show?
Liam
Harris.
Yeah, Liam Harrison.
It's his
Liam Badco. So it's his event. That's the one Rory's doing the Combat Fight Series and Hitman Fight League at the end of the year. Are going to come together and do like a combined show at the O2, and it will be good.
We need to go to that, for sure, if we can.
It'll be good as well because to be fair, the O2 Indigo is set out quite well, especially for fighting. Like it's quite dark. The ring's really light. Everything else is dark. That'd be good.
Fight dungeon.
I think it'd be sick.
So that because there was a lot of good fights. Muay Thai fights are sick.
Different.
They are sick.
If you ain't watching, you need to start watching it.
Yeah, you do.
I think they might be like top tier, man. Like,
yeah,
I like MMA obviously, but the brutalness of Muay Thai.
It should be so much like.
I don't know how it's not as popular
Than it is.
I don't know. It's actually like it's
baffling because it's so entertaining. So entertaining. Like there's not one fight from top to bottom, amateur to pro. That's not a good fight. When you watch them cards, innit? You can sit there.
That's like that last fight we watched. That
York Hall.
Yeah, Ryan versus what's his name, Kieran.
Kieran, yeah.
Oh my god,
was that the
Irish guy? That's mixed race guy, yeah.
Mad.
That was a sick fight.
You could feel it as well, man. Like
that was a sick fight.
It was the maddest fight.
Yeah, there's loads of people there as well, wasn't there?
Yeah,
it was like full.
That was I think he said he sold it out.
Yeah, that was good. So they're combining, but McGowan obviously just fell short on his fight. He's fighting a good Roland. He's good, man. He's really tall and long, like long and tall, and he just like kind of just ran at him, clinch, put pressure on him. But McGowan landed some shots like fight or flight.
Did he knee him?
He caught him. He stopped McGowan in the end with like a knee, hit him straight in the solar plex, like big knee as well. And just
it's brutal as well because you don't understand like when these guys get hit. Like you think, oh raw, like you should be able to get up, man. But them shots hurt. Them body shots. It's a game changer.
I've never been hit with a body shot, so I don't know. But everyone you speak to say they're worse.
I've been hitting the side here, and I know that just
they say it's not,
your kidneys. Down there,
they say they're worse than head. Everyone that you ask says I'd rather get hit in the face than hit in the body. So you know it's bad, and you get kneed straight in the. He got hit straight in the middle bit. You know where it just takes all the wind, and he just said he just couldn't.
What round was this?
This was round 3. He did actually beat the count. He got up and beat the count, but I think when he got up, his back was turned to the ref, so the ref just waved it off because there was only 10 seconds left in the round, or there weren't a lot of time left in the round, and Roland was trying to bum rush him because he had him hurt, and McGowan was catching him on the way in. So I would have liked to see the last 2 rounds if he could have made it out, but obviously the guy was good, man, good.
Yeah, no, I heard
he's tall. He's really tall and long, and like
he's got to be good to beat McGowan.
Yeah,
so.
That's a respected guy in the Thai scene, McGowan.
Yeah,
when you're back there like with him, he's like everyone knows. He's like a vet. He's like a Muay Thai. Like that's what we were speaking about. I was like, you're like a vet, but you're 27. He's 27, young, and he's a veteran of the sport. He's been doing it for like 20 years, for over 20 years. That's mental. Started in what 2015. No, not 20. When he was 15 and he's 27. 22 years.
That's a long, 20 years, isn't it?
Well, he's been in it a long time.
Man.
Maths is mad there for you.
What was it?
What you said he started at 15.
Yeah.
And he's been doing it for 20 years.
No, 22 years. He's 27 now, isn't he?
Yeah.
I said 20 years at the start, but I think I corrected it and said 22.
Do you mean 12 years?
No, he started when he was 15. Oh. Yeah. Maths was off. 12 years, I swear it was more than I thought he was doing it for 20 years.
You're adding in 10 years to his life. Daniel, we're sorry, mate.
He's still a vet, though.
He has been in a long time, though. But I think, is that because he fought out actually in...
It's just he started when he was young, 15.
And he fought out actually out in Thailand.
Yeah, he's known because he was living in Thailand, wasn't he? He was living in Singapore. So
he was in a good gym, wasn't he?
People know. I thought that was 22 years. I was convinced in my head it was 22 years.
He's living in Thailand. You're having him there.
What?
Living in Singapore.
He was living in Thailand and then he went to Singapore and he was living in Singapore as well. He was training with that. He was training with that Michael Savas. They were in Thailand together, weren't they? And then he moved to Singapore, and that's when he nearly fought at one championship when he went to Singapore.
during COVID.
Oh, that's when it was during COVID.
Yeah, and then they were just like longing it out. So he just come back.
You reckon he can get into one championship?
He probably could, just off his name. I don't know. I don't know how it all works with like how what the criteria, because no one looks at records in Thai. Records don't really matter. So I'm trying to like ask people like, what's the criteria? Like, you know, in the UFC, there's a criteria to get into the UFC. Like, you've probably got to have a lowish record. Like now, you probably couldn't lose like 7 fights and win 15 and get into the UFC.
Unless you had
you were like on a tear, like
a
12 fight win streak or something. You were actually just killing everyone.
You were a popular person as well. He won't
had a following.
Normally you got to have like a smallish low lose rate, like 2 or 3 you get in. But you know what the criteria is. I don't know what the criteria is in Muay Thai. I don't know if you have to have a good win streak. I don't know if it's name. I don't know if it's fame. I don't know if it's fight records. Maybe we need to speak to someone and ask.
What's Jonathan Haggerty's win streak?
It's hard to even find records on people sometimes.
Yeah, you search them.
You search it and it just doesn't come up because they don't really track.
They don't update them very quick.
Yeah, they're not really big on.
Like when we done Katie,
he's my age, Jonathan Haggerty. I thought he's older.
He's 25.
26.
26 year. He's only young, man.
Born on
Right, won 2 world titles.
Born on the 18th of February 1997.
Right, so he's literally around the same age as us. That's mad.
That's crazy.
That's
he
mad,
looks quite
yeah.
old. Does he?
Nah, he don't look that old.
Nah, I never thought old, but I thought, maybe like 28, 29.
Yeah, I thought he'd be closer to that.
But they fight at bantamweight.
What was his
bantamweight
thing? Is it on there?
He looked massive.
Is his record on there? I think his last fight before that was lower than that though. I think he's gone up in weight to bantamweight.
He lost to Rod Tang twice.
Rod Tang's good.
Serious.
But he beat Nong O once.
But at the minute,
big neck as well.
In the first round. I got it wrong the other day.
Yeah, I thought, because I was waiting and I see him drop him. I was like, whoa, I thought this was...
He's on a 4-win streak.
We talk... Because the next one we do, it'll be you'd have done your competition, isn't it? So how you feeling? How you feeling for that jiu-jitsu comp?
I ain't really feel it. I don't really have no feeling.
Pull that up.
I don't really have a feeling.
Do you think that's because you just don't know what to expect?
Yeah.
You've really got like no expectations, have you really at all? So it's like you're gonna be nervous, but you're not gonna have like, I have the expectation to win.
All I'm going in there is using brute force. I know certain moves, I've been training 4 times a week. I wish I'd done it, trained like that a little bit further back, but hey ho, we're moving now. But I do know some things, so as long as I can use my force, when I use my force, I can get into positions. So because I'm strong, I'm small, and I'm powerful, that's all I've got. So I may as well use that, and then
for as long as possible.
Yeah, well, and then if it puts me in a certain position and I can coast or something, get points, stay in that position. I'll have coaches on the sideline telling me that, but because in training at the minute, like I've been letting people do it, take the lead. Because I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out, okay, what's this guy going to do with me? But then when I'm figuring it out, he'll be putting me in some position.
It's not a bad thing, though, to learn from.
We're just in training. I'm just trying to figure it out. But then, like the other day, when I was the aggressive one, I normally get into positions that I want. Because I initiate it. But then on Friday, we learnt some mad stuff. So, yeah, I'm looking pretty forward to it, to be fair.
What, you got like 3 lessons before the competition?
4 lessons, yeah. I'll probably go 4 lessons this week. I probably won't roll as hard, just relax.
Do the techniques.
Yeah, do the techniques, go against like some other white belts. We're all white belts, so it just depends what stripes, innit?
Where is it? MK?
MK, yeah.
Decent.
But I'm definitely getting better. But it's just like the one, sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. And that saying is perfect in jiu-jitsu. Because you are. Like sometimes you go there and you're like, You come out there and you're like, oh, I'm just a man, bro. And then sometimes you go there and you're like,
I think that's just sport.
It is, yeah.
Because like I play games of football where I've come back and I'm like, I'm the man. I'm the man. And then sometimes I come back and I'm like, I'm the shittest player on the pitch. What am I doing? Why am I playing anymore?
Newcastle were beating Tottenham 5-0.
What?
Sorry,
News break.
You just have to bring in breaking news.
That is pretty mad.
That is mad. Tottenham are shit, small club.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know what to expect. To be fair, but hopefully,
I think you'll do better.
Quite a savage
I think
gym,
you'll do it right. Yeah.
Hopefully, we've got some savages in our gym. Like I've trained with good guys and that. So hopefully, like.
So could you be fighting like top level white belts?
Yeah.
Like with 4 stripes.
4 stripes on the way to get blue.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's white belt's that whole category.
Yeah.
And then blue belt will be that whole category.
Well, now you'll figure out as well, like who's
the baddest of them all?
No, who's you know, we were talking about some people with the belt system.
Oh yeah,
whether you're legit or not, like ranking people up for no reason because they do that.
Well, I think I've learned.
Habib said it, man.
Yeah, I think what I learned lately
who gave him his black belt?
When you're at the start, it's more like defense. I think like until you get that blue belt or even higher, maybe purple belt, like I think you're just learning defending. And then probably a little bit attacking, but I think mainly for me, it's like, how good is my defense? How can I get out? Because if I can defend and keep getting out, like, people might not even be able to point score on me.
I was watching something the other week, and they're saying you've got 2 layers of defense: your feet and then your shins.
Yeah.
And your feet are the first layer, and the second layer is your shins. But as soon as they get on your shins, you want to get them back to your feet.
Yeah.
You want to always get them back to your first layer.
That's what I learned the other day. I learned butterfly guard. But I'll tell you what's helped me a lot is watching fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's helped me a lot. Because you get to see people, okay, this is how they're using their feet. Because some people are using their feet like claws, man. Like, they're swiping people off the air and
Do they make sure the nails of people are cut?
Oh, yeah, you got to cut your nails. Yeah.
Do ya?
Yeah. I've got boys before, innit? And he's like, you got bitch nails.
That's embarrassing.
Imagine not getting stabbed by a fat nail.
That is joke. Yeah. That'd be good. Because we'll be able to catch up with it after.
Yeah, because the gi be more
the
technical.
next current
That's why
event.
I signed up to no gi as well because I thought you never know. I might go out in the gi, or I could be just competing in both.
Yeah.
I kind of like no gi though.
You're gonna be in a gi on a podcast.
Gi though, you got more things to grab.
Yeah,
So I'll probably
you gi on the podcast.
The
next
Yeah,
current
you
events.
are. You are.
No, yeah,
You are.
Are you dumb?
You have to.
You both are.
You have to.
What, he's wearing his gi as well? What, look like knobheads?
You have to.
We got to get down and jiggy with
it's
it.
the fight. It's the fight talk.
show.
It's the fight show.
Yeah. I don't know how many fights I'll have to have though.
Well, it's one if you lose your route, isn't it?
Gonna be, I think so. I think it is just
Straight knockouts. Yeah.
Be a good experience though.
Yeah, no, it will. We have the review prior fights, so we'll start with the.
We need to come up with a better name for that.
Yeah.
But
we'll figure out all the names in that. But fight review, fight show, week reviews.
We'll get there.
Arnold Allen, Max Holloway.
Good fight.
A great fight.
Like hands.
Arnold Allen done a lot better than I thought.
Yeah.
When I was watching it back, I thought everyone was like, "Oh, I'd give him like 1 round, all of this." Like he was landing though.
No, he was landing.
Landed
I
better.
didn't even get to watch.
Against the output he puts in.
So much output.
Is like he doubled the output of like striking.
Yeah.
And it's just like you can't.
And he doesn't look like he's hitting hard. He's just like
jabbing
like that. But Allen's face was mash up after like 2 rounds. And it's like, but it's like you said, it's because he's doubling output. His output is
his cardio
crazy.
His
crazy.
a joke. Yeah.
Crazy.
And the fact that he don't spar as well, does he?
No, he only does like tap sparring now.
Yeah.
You know, like just like
because I was having this discussion the other day.
Like, why he's got that.
Yeah, exactly. I was having a discussion like. Surely, because when he fights, it's not just like a normal fight, is it? He's getting hit himself. It's a brawl. It's like a fist fight. Yeah. How is he doing it? You know what I mean? Without fading away in his fights, but it's because he don't spar.
I think he does so much. I think once they're at that level of where they are, they don't really need to.
Yeah.
He knows he's been in so many fights. He doesn't need to prepare for going into deep waters because he knows how to deal with deep waters. Sparring's normally to prepare you for the deep waters of what you might come, but he's so experienced. He doesn't really need to do that. He knows.
They probably just
and Usman doesn't do running. He doesn't run. Doesn't do no road work because of his knees. But you'd think, how does he get all his cardio? Like how is he a cardio machine?
In there, yeah.
But he said he just doubles his output on pads. If he's doing pads, he'll fucking go ham on pads. like hitting as hard as he can. Like he just puts more output in the other things.
That was finding.
I've seen Max Holloway and that do strength and conditioning on YouTube, and they go fucking hard.
I think he might be my favourite fighter. You know, Max Holloway.
He's a good fighter. I really like Robert Whittaker, man.
Whittaker's good. Yeah.
I really like Robert Whittaker.
He's a good fighter,
Such a good fighter. Such a good fighter. Yeah.
That fight where Max Holloway, was it a couple fights ago where he was just like talking to the crowd, bang, and smacked him with a jab in the face. Like, I'm the best boxer.
Yeah, he is. That was against Qatar, Calvin Qatar. Yeah, that was.
He's entertaining as well. That's what I like about him. And he's
but this savage. But now
he was going downhill a little bit.
No, he just Volk's got his number at the minute.
But he's beating everyone else in the division.
But that doesn't mean he can't. Like, I hate this narrative in the UFC at the minute where it's like he's still the second best fighter. So if he's beating the third or fourth best fighter, he should still get another title shot. It doesn't matter how many times he's lost to Volkanovski.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter to me. If he goes out and wins 2 fights, you know, he goes and beats second and third, he should be back for the title. But people are like, oh, he's lost twice. Like, I don't really want to see it. No, I want to fucking see it. Volk is a beast. But who? What do you do? Volk then starts going and beat guys that the second guy's beating already. Like
jumping up weight.
Yeah, like I don't want to. You know what I mean? You got to fight again, man.
Everyone has their day as well. Volk might have his day.
But that's what Whittaker was saying about Adesanya the other day. He was like,
Whittaker was the same for ages.
Whittaker was like, I've lost twice to him, but Adesanya lost 3 times to Pereira and beat him on the 4th. So that doesn't mean we can't. Like, I can't beat him in the next fight.
Whittaker was tearing up the division and then coming across Izzy and just losing, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Same as well.
But because Whittaker's fighting that guy from South Africa.
Yeah, the one that's saying he's the real African.
That was jokes, man. That was jokes. He wrote this like big post out just talking about how he's the real African fighter, and he's going to be the first African champion because he trains there, he lives there, he's going to bring the belt back there.
Yeah,
that was funny. It was funny that got very annoyed, like he was being racist or something, but he is African.
Yeah, he is South African, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was funny.
You got to give it to him then, didn't you?
Yeah, he is.
He's the real African. He's living, breathing it.
But so that.
But Arnold Allen needs to keep his head up though, because he wasn't too far off the.
I think Arnold Allen will still beat the guys around them.
Yeah,
like I think he goes out and fights like a Josh Emmett, and all these. Maybe not. What's that other guy who's going to be fighting for the title? The Mexican guy, Yard Rodriguez. He's good. So I don't know what that would be a good stylistic matchup.
Is that the young kid in their division as well? I think he lost. I think he must be like 18 or 19.
Rosas Jr. No, I think he's the division below. Right. But he's a good fighter, man, Alan. That was a good fight, and he lost to Max Holloway. Like, everyone's lost to Max. Look at Brian Ortega. Yeah, was on a tear. He was on a tear. He's a good fighter. T-City put you in a triangle, and when he fought Max Holloway fucking schooled him.
He did.
Schooled him.
Yeah.
He got his hands at one point and went like, because he was hitting him so much, he got his hands and went like showing him how to block and then hit him again like to block punches. Fucking teaching him as he's fighting him.
Yeah,
he's so good at boxing.
He's entertaining as well. He's very entertaining.
He is sick, man. And I actually think he would. If McGregor was still a featherweight, like now, say if he's still fighting, I reckon Max Holloway would win. Just because he reminds me of just another Nate Diaz. Yeah. Someone who just takes shots and just keeps walking you down and puts a pace on you that you can't.
Still as good as he was back then.
Conor McGregor was good, but I don't think he didn't put Max Holloway out back then. Yeah, it went 3 rounds.
I was listening though with Joe Rogan.
But he did wrestle Max Holloway though. He took Max Holloway down a couple of times.
Joe Rogan was saying how he thinks a good matchup between Chandler and McGregor because he said Chandler's a sick wrestler, but he don't reckon he'll try wrestling me because you know what Chandler's like, just wants to go out for a brawl.
Yeah.
And he says that's the way you possibly could lose to McGregor because of his counter punching.
But I just don't know if he holds that same power at 155 that he did at 145.
Yeah.
He hasn't hit anyone where they've been like in 145 he was starching.
Yeah, because I think he was
starched
so
out.
He was starching motherfuckers, like touching them and they were like out. Yeah. Whereas in 155 I've not seen him hit anyone where he's touched it. Eddie Alvarez, he did
What weight is he
dog
going fighting at?
170, I think the fight. He's asking for it at 170, and Chandler said he wants to do it at 170.
What's he sitting at?
180 something.
Yeah. How long's he been sitting at 180?
Probably since he's been off.
It seems like that might be his weight, and then he cuts down a bit.
I think he always walks around at 180.
Does
170,
he?
yeah, 180, like around there.
Crazy. He's big though.
You know what? He's big, yeah, but I think
he makes himself look bigger.
You know, like
as well,
Lorel,
photos.
like Lorel looks massive, man. And then when you actually see him in real life, you're like, oh yeah, you're big, but you're not like as big as you look on Insta.
Wonder Boy said
They
that.
got them 3D shoulder.
No,
Wonder Boy said that. Wonder Boy said I weigh more than him. Like, because he was helping him with the Ultimate Fighter, helping him coach, and he was like, I weigh more than him, I'm bigger than him, but he looks bigger than me in a photo. But he goes, he's not.
Yeah, but
it's the way he stands and the way he like
tenses.
Like he's got a wide frame.
Very wide.
Like, he's got the widest frame. I don't know if it's from boxing or something, but his shoulders are like that. He's got that like Dorito look.
Dorito look. But no, that was a good fight. Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, last night.
In the garden.
Did it?
That's a weird
was it
fight.
anticlimactic?
Did you?
Was it a little bit Was it an anticlimax a little bit?
I think the way
I thought it was so hyped up. I thought it was going to be like one of the best fights.
I think
ever,
it could have been.
It
I
was just
think
a
the
bit-
body
It
shot.
went flat. It was just. It was so technical.
Yeah,
It was
they were
so
both very
technical,
good.
it like-
I don't know what anyone expected to. That's what happened with the fight.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's true.
Like they're never.
Yeah. The thought of the fight feels better than what the fight actually looks like sometimes.
No, yeah, 100%.
But maybe it's because I wanted to see Garcia win as well.
Yeah,
so there's a bit of. But Tank's so good.
He is good.
So
Heavy
fucking
hit.
good,
Heavy
man.
hit, man. Caught him with that dirty body shot.
Yeah, see, I hadn't seen the angle until I just watched it. Like,
He knocked him down in the second as well.
yeah, okay, mate.
Tried to do his left hook. Tried to swing his left hook, and he just moved out the way and just boom.
He weren't
But
having
then-
much luck with that left.
No, he didn't.
He was having a lot when he was jabbing him up and that, with hitting him with the jabs.
Yeah, and he kept bum
following
rushing him a few times, and he done it right that way. He just like swarmed him with loads of shots.
The post after fight, and he was saying he's saying he got a bit too like antsy.
Who, Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, he's like, I was getting too antsy. Like I just wanted to like
get into him.
They had some weird rules though. They had obviously the no
Weird rules.
free knockdown rule,
yeah.
which is
normal.
only the referee can stop the fight, so no towels being thrown in. They had fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. I don't get that.
I don't.
Does
get
that mean if he's got him in a corner and the bell's gone, they're just letting it go?
No, I think it might be if they get dropped and the bell goes.
Yeah,
You're getting a standing. You're getting a count.
You're
Sorry,
right, yeah, you're getting now.
You're still getting the
and
count.
then a fight official after round 4.
Yeah, you're getting no. You're off it. Yeah, you're
Normally the
getting that
bell
count.
saves them,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they get picked up and they'll get put in their corner. But I think
They'll
they might
get a
mean that
count
they'll count.
after
I've
the
never
fight.
heard that rule though.
I've never.
I
heard
don't
it.
think it might not even be a count. It might be
Oh.
you're straight fucking out.
Nah,
It's gotta be a count.
It's got to be a count.
Knowing their rules, man.
That rule's weird. What's it? And there's another
And
rule
then
in there that's weird. as
Fight
well.
official after round 4. What does that mean? Like no one loses until round 4. Because what he knocked.
So
him
what?
down
Them
in-
points weren't counted
No, I just think it. I don't know. It says fight.
because if the fight's not
after round
official
4.
after round 4, the knockdown and that the points wouldn't count until round 4. Like they must.
No, I think maybe like say if any of them lose within the first 4 rounds,
It won't go on their record.
I don't think it counts. I just think like the fight counts from round 1 to round 4 if it goes past round 4. If you get what I mean.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a bit weird.
That's a weird rule. What the fuck
and
is
this is this all on this most probably on Gervonta Davis's terms, isn't it?
But where is this?
This was on-
This was on actually. It come up on the
On
screen.
the DAZN, yeah.
What the fuck is that, man? I'm putting it. If everyone be able to see it anyway.
Yeah.
This is why boxing is fucking dog shit, and this is why MMA is overtaking boxing. This is why Muay Thai will overtake boxing. This is why all these other sports
You know
are going to
what?
overtake boxing.
The franchise of boxing and
It's watered down to fuck.
All the governing bodies.
Yeah, all the governing bodies have just got it's so greedy now. It's
So
just-
greedy.
You've ruined it. You've ruined it. Like it's.
You're ruining it.
Yeah, it's just dead, man. All these rules, all these stipulations. A fight is a fight. A fight is a fight.
I would like to see McGregor with Garcia after fight. I would like to see that fight again without a rehydration clause.
Yeah, I would like to see it without her rehydration.
I think
but that
it-
rehydration does fuck like that. Of course, that makes.
That makes a massive difference.
But he owned it, like, bro. He didn't. Like, it's not like you didn't like get battered. Like he'd come out of there like he looked blessed. Both of them looked blessed.
And
He
it was
just-
a big body shot.
He
though,
got hit
like-
with a dirty body shot. He's like, I got caught, but he weren't making excuses. He's like, this is just I took it. He's like, I knew everything I took. He's like, of course I would have probably felt better, but I took the fight. So I'm not going to sit here and make excuses.
Yeah, you knew what you signed up for.
He's a humble guy. I like Ryan Garcia.
I thought I could do it.
I want to see Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, because I think
Devin
Haney fought in the amateurs. They fought 4 times.
I think Garcia beat.
No, they fought 6 times in the amateurs. He won 3. Devin Haney won 3. So it's set up for the pros.
Match, yeah.
But that's at. I'm sure Devin Haney and that are not in Gervonta's weight, are they? They're not in the same weight class.
I don't think that
Ryan's
weight.
Ryan's a weight above, and he's in the same weight class as Devin Haney and all of that.
Because that's why it was a no. Like there was no title.
On the line because there's no belt at the catch weight.
Yeah, that's why he said. That's why he said I'm just going to go for these other guys now. He's like,
but them other guys ain't fighting though. They might want to fight him now because they've seen him lose. People get a bit more confidence like that. Boxing's crap, man. There's too much stipulation. There's too much belts on the line. There's too many people involved.
Yeah,
it reminds me of like the NHS. There's too many people involved to get one job done.
Yeah.
Like you got to go through 6-7 different people. Like a fight is a fight. It's why it's so much better when it's all under one roof.
Whereas Dana White said,
you're
fighting him.
fighting third. If you don't like it, don't fight. Fuck off. Don't earn no money.
Ain't got a chance.
Yeah. Like I said that weight. Obviously, we all know weight cutting makes a difference to people anyway. Like you said, you got into them bigger rounds, them later rounds.
Takes a toll on your body.
Well,
them shots might have not put him out if he was allowed to rehydrate.
He looked pretty like.
Do you know what got me though? Like, I did think that when I was watching it. Obviously, I see the first angle and it's like, I didn't even see him get a shot. Then he got a shot. And he got the 10 count, and he stood up straight away, and he walked straight over to hit the other team's corner.
Yeah.
So, and like, do you know when he like got hit? He looked up at Davis like this, like, don't know. It just looked a bit like he recovered a bit too quick. I reckon he could have stood up, maybe. I don't know.
I think so.
But then I don't want to say I've never had a body shot like that.
I've never hit with a body shot.
I don't want to try and take any credit away.
Yeah, but this is how boxing has you thinking.
That is scripted.
Yeah,
it does. It does. I know. Yeah, like, we're coming out with conspiracies because we don't know what the fuck true no more.
Nah,
there's more than just the agenda of the fight.
Yeah,
it's all the money is way too much.
You already know all the clauses he had to sign. It's like you were saying about the other day. Like he had to sign loads of clauses.
Bare clauses.
He must.
Clauses that we don't even know about, that they're in the contract that can't be spoken, that can't be disclosed. Like mad shit in the contract. Like boxing has weird clauses anyway. Like they will not fight. People will call off a fight because they've got to wear a certain type of glove, or they've got to wear. They're not walking out first, or blue tape, red tape, like, all this weird shit, or the rings like an inch smaller.
I don't think they should give them rights to the fighters.
No.
The governing body should be like,
have their own rules.
We fight at 10 or 12 ounce. We fight in this size ring. We have a no rehydration clause. Like you have to fight if you want to fight
for this belt. That is Yeah,
but that's the problem when you give them these boxers the clout. They got the clout. They think they got the.
No, they have all the power. They have the power. They have the power.
And it needs to be balanced if you want to see a good product.
Yeah,
it has to. There has to be. Like I'm all with boxers having certain amount of power because they're the ones going in there and being titans at the end of the day and putting their lives on the line. So they should have some sort of power. But when it gets ridiculous like this,
but you're making up the rules.
Like Ryan Garcia can cut the weight.
I still don't think
let him cut the weight. If he makes the weight, he can do what he wants. Rehydrate.
He had to cut the weight
and then stay at a certain weight
and then rehydrate to actually the proper weight.
No. He has to cut a weight, and then the next day
I get what you mean though. Like he cut even more weight than he usually would for that fight, and then rehydrated so he could be at that weight.
That's what he had to do. He had to cut even more weight and then hydrate to the weight.
Shit.
Yeah, because if he
didn't cut the weight, he would have just not been able to rehydrate, and he would have been at that weight.
Yeah. And if he didn't rehydrate, well, he would have got knocked out in the first round if he didn't.
But like
get
you said,
a proper
he knew what
rehydration.
he signed up for.
Yeah, that's why he said I ain't making excuses. Like I come down here, I tried it. He's a good fighter, better man.
He is a very good fighter though. Like,
you know
he is a good fighter. And Ryan Garcia is young.
No discredit to him though, because Tank is good, man.
Yeah,
but would I say like it was a mad fight? Not
really.
It was a
technical, but Tank is very technical though. Like you were saying to me earlier, his output. I think he threw 4 punches. They said in the first 2 rounds, he landed all 4.
No, like he's very calculated.
He doesn't throw loads of punches. But when he does throw, he hits you. He touches you every
hard,
time. Doesn't really waste shots. He doesn't waste.
Like, I would have thought Garcia would have been
would have
been quicker than him, but he's very quick as well, man.
Tanks quick.
Garcia's quick though, man. When Garcia was laying off them jabs,
yeah, his jab is good. Fending him off.
Yeah, but weird fight, man.
Yeah, very weird fight.
It was fine.
Obviously, Haggerty, Nong O.
Bro.
Big fight.
John Haggerty.
That's a big upset in the sport.
Big upset in a lot of people were saying to me they thought Nong O would win.
Like a hard.
He is. I don't know if he's lost in one. I don't know if he's. Yeah, I don't know if he has lost. I thought I see something.
He knocked him down twice in the first round.
3 times.
Then knocked him out.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Every time he's getting up, Haggerty's just there.
Yeah, he was eager. He was like, because it's the 3 knockdown rule, so you want to get at him as quick as possible. But the ref's going to give him as much time. It was
the last one, man. Tie clinch,
elbow,
gave him the elbow,
pushed him out,
and then
dirty.
Good night.
He's such a good fight, and that Nong O weren't doing. I know we were only going off one round, judging off one round, but he weren't doing bad. Like he's landing kicks and that. He's a big guy, man, that Nong O as well. He's thick set. These ties are thick set.
Bro, they look big for bantamweight.
Big.
I was looking at Haggerty and I was like, right, you look like you look big, man.
Yeah.
But
that's what I mean. Their rehydration must be mad.
He's got conditioned nutrition, man.
He's got the boy.
You know the boy can sauce you up, man.
Plugged up, man.
Plugged up.
Yeah. He's had his electrolytes.
He was hydrated. He come in but them ties are thick set. Even like Rod Tang's a thick set brother, man. Thick neck, big head. They're like that. Yeah, he's
shaky up.
They've been doing it for a living as well their whole life. You know what I mean? Like just born and raised to do that.
Born, bred savages.
Like, they don't even get a choice.
But that was a really good fight. And it's big for Muay Thai in England because he wants to fight in England the next. He wants to fight at the Wembley AO Arena, what the KingPyn event was yesterday.
Yeah.
He wants to fight Liam Harrison.
Yeah.
Because he said
Liam Harrison's the same weight as well. Liam
Harrison's small, man.
He looks big.
Nah, he's small though. I've seen him last week. He's pretty small.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's not very tall.
Is Badco is like his second name, or is that his like?
That's just his like fight name. I think Badco. Yeah, but he that's a good fight for England. That'll sell out. That's a sellout.
Yeah, for sure. That's a big.
That's a big card, man. Yeah, that's good. That's good for England.
He's making moves as well,
and both of the times Haggerty's fought for the titles, everyone's been like, he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose. Like he wasn't meant to win the first time, and he's won. He won both of them.
Man, and he's training.
He's so good, isn't he? He looks bare quick.
He looks like he's on it. But Raw, 26. He's only 26. Mate, but wait till he's like 28, 30. Like that's when he'd be having that man.
Exactly. Going back to
we're still young.
Garcia's 24 as well, and Gervonta Davis 28. So that them all of them.
I'm 26. Yeah, I don't feel 26.
Yeah,
that's how mad it is. I generally don't feel 26. These guys can't feel that old.
Nah, they probably feel bare.
Was he?
They're fit.
Haggerty 2-time world champion at the age of 25.
I'm saying 26.
26.
Like Thai, Muay Thai, like another country's like national sport.
And
like he's the champion from England.
Yeah, it's not just the WBC or the ISKA. It's like
the one championship. Yeah, they're like the creme de la creme, isn't it? It's the creme de la creme. It's the cream of the crop.
That guy was that.
Well, hopefully one day in the UFC, man.
He's
if he wanted to.
Years old.
Yeah,
I could see.
So he's got 10 years on it. Man.
Who? That Nong O.
Yeah,
I could definitely see Haggerty in the
UFC.
Man.
Yeah, but that ground game.
Yeah.
Like it is a different.
It is different. Yeah, no, it is.
It is a different ball game because them man don't want to. They will not if you're good at striking. They don't want to strike with you.
He beat Liam Harrison.
Haggerty. Nong O.
Nong O. In round 1.
KO.
2-10. TKO.
That's going to be a great fight, man. Haggerty versus.
That's what he wants.
Liam Harrison.
I don't know if they're going to make it. I don't know. They listed off loads of names. They listed off like a Rod Tang rematch.
Well, he's had 11 bouts, 10 wins.
How
lost against Haggerty?
Yeah, that's what.
What
in one?
In one.
Mad.
How old's Badco? He's like 30.
Badco's this.
30,
Yeah, he's
like coming to the. He's doing a lot on social media as well now, isn't he? Like podcasts and stuff.
He got his own podcast. Yeah, like success.
It's doing well.
Good
yeah.
podcast.
I see he had Paddy the Baddy on it recently as well.
He's got the Hitman Fight League now.
I wish he fought Mayweather instead of
Aaron Chalmers.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't really seen Liam Harrison fight, man. I'm a Haggerty fan, man.
I'm a Haggerty
I'm a
fan. as
Haggerty
well.
Ever since we had a meeting with Roberto, and that day he was like, "Oh yeah, you got to check this guy Haggerty. You got to check this guy Haggerty." And that day, that's when I first found out about him.
Yeah.
So I'm staying with that.
I reckon we'll be able to get him on. I don't know why. Yeah, I just think we could
Where does he fight out?
in London.
Out of London.
I think it's like.
I don't know why. I thought he was Scouse.
I thought he
don't
was
know
from
why.
up north as
But-
well.
yeah.
He looks like he's from Leeds,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
You can't tell me he don't look like he's from Leeds.
Like that.
He's proper south.
have to ask condition
We have to-
nutrition
Yeah,
to try and
few-
plug
man,
us,
get
man.
the
Few
pod.
connections.
Let us in with that sauce.
But that was a wicked fight, man. Wicked fight. It lasted.
How
a
he
minute,
teed
but-
him up, and it was so quick, man.
He's got hands.
Violent.
Hands, it was
He
violent.
was there for violence.
Violent.
man.
Violence.
You wouldn't want to see him down a dark.
It is mad though. Like when you look at combat sports, it's like
It's that knee,
these
man.
men
They
are
have that
putting
knee
each,
up, and they're just like
putting
he
each
either-
other out.
And he's teeth dirty as well. He will teeth
Dirty.
you up. You'll go flying, and then
Yeah.
he'll just come down crushing you with an elbow. You're fucked.
Yeah, you seen that video on his Insta where he teeps his like the coach.
Rotang.
No, he
Oh,
teeps
nah.
his coach, and his coach trying the thing, and he drops him bare far, bro. He's got a dirty deep. But and we'll just touch on the KingPyn quickly. The KingPyn boxing card.
Entertaining as fuck.
Did you watch some of it?
It was-
Was you watching it?
Nah, I watched something.
It was very entertaining.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'll say I've got a few things to say about it. I'm not gonna lie. A couple pet peeves, a couple good things. They set the event out sick. Like the event is set out sick. I'll give them that. Like tick. KingPyn do a sick job at setting the event out. The fights on paper were like matched decent. I thought it was gonna be a sick card. The announcers are fucking jarring, pissing me off.
And the presenters as well.
No, not the announcer, the presenter. That white guy, the mate,
Yeah, the
pissing
tall
me
one.
off. I'd love to
Is
just.
it the same white guy?
Same
and
white
that
guy. Yeah. The black guy weren't doing the presenting. No, he was just
Lauren
doing the
Alexis or
announcing.
whatever,
But,
she was
but
annoying.
no, but all he does, is try to convince everyone that they're real boxers.
I know.
He was just trying to. Every time it'd go to him, he'd be like, "So this is why we need to. These people are real boxers. We need to stop calling them influencer boxers, and we need to like." He's just trying to convince everyone for 4 minutes that they're real boxers. They're not influencer boxers. Listen, like it is two different. And some of them are good boxers. That Nunes,
But they're still
Whindersson
not on the
Nunes,
level, though.
fucking good. Foot movement, he was good. That Whindersson
yeah,
Nunes was
but
decent.
still
Though.
nowhere.
They're not real boxers though. Like
come
Like you
fight Frankie
said, white,
Story
you
at
got your
York
white
Hall.
collar boxing, you got your influencer boxing, you got your boxing.
yeah, professional boxing.
Yeah.
I like it being called influencer boxing. I think that's the perfect name for it. And they are training hard. They are putting in the effort. They are putting in the
So
time.
does
like-
white collar people.
yeah, so do white collar people. Yeah, they are. It's higher level than white collar though, but only because white collar's like you have one fight normally. You train for
say
the
that,
one
though.
fight.
People have more than one fight.
Yeah,
white
some people
collar.
go
And
from white
Saying
collar-
that though, to be fair, a lot of the fighters yesterday it was their first ever fight, especially a lot of the women. So that's
the only thing you can credit to it, well, not credit to them in a way, is like they have the resources to get the right trainers.
yeah.
Well,
Like
I'll tell
that-
you why it's even a thing, because everyone's making money.
Well, it's very entertaining.
very entertaining.
It is
It is
I was
entertaining.
creasing watching it. Like, I was thinking,
Blueface versus Ed Matthews.
Oi, that was hilarious. Blueface, baby.
Blueface, baby. Oh yeah, he's got a good roll though. He can roll. He's bare tall, man.
Bro, you know he's just a savage
tall.
from
Did
like
you watch it all,
street
the whole
fights.
fight?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
I watched the whole card.
Did you?
I missed like 2 fights maybe. I sat there and watched the whole card.
What?
Yeah, I watched a lot.
Well,
of
how
it.
long did the Blueface fight go on for?
No, it was only 4 minute 4 twos. I think it was 4 twos.
5-2s, I think.
4 or 5 twos. But to be fair, Ed Matthews actually only did have 2 weeks to train.
Yeah,
He only got told
and
2 weeks ago.
He only got stopped with like 5 seconds to go.
A couple
the whole
seconds to go.
Fight, yeah.
And he actually wanted it to be 3 rounds. He didn't even want to do 4 rounds. He said 3 rounds.
Was
Tom
it 4,
Zanetti
yeah?
quit. Tom Zanetti quit.
I thought Tom Zanetti's meant to be a bit about it.
Well, he was just giving it spuds. He was giving
In
it
the interviews,
spuds
yeah.
in the interview. I ain't gonna quit. I come here for a scrap.
What's that
All
got-
of this.
He sings that song, innit?
Because the monster. Because the monster. But he fucking actually looked to his. He done this. There's quitting where you're like exhausted, yeah, and you're like you go down or something. But he like. Jarvis was walking towards him and he waved it off. He said,
I need-
"You got to watch it. You got to
It's
watch it because
fucking
it was like he quit He just quit. I've never seen no one quit like that. Yeah, he turned around to his team and said, "Nah, no more," because he was fucking exhausted. And they were saying that was Jarvis's game plan to just walk him down because they knew he wouldn't last 5 rounds. Why is someone getting in there that can't? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit upset because I thought these people were coming in serious. I thought it was going to be a serious card.
Serious, well, that's not serious. Jarvis is coming in serious.
Jarvis coming serious. Yeah, Jarvis is good as well. Some of them are good.
Yeah.
No, because they're actually training. They're like, it's like.
This next round will be good though.
Yeah. It's like,
the next round will be good because it's like the semi-final, so you're getting the better boxers with the better boxers.
Did you watch the Elle Brooke fight?
Yeah, that girl was
fucking weird. She was like punching like this, like chucking hammer fists.
Jarvis is a good fighter. Yeah,
he looks good. He's training with Floyd Mayweather and that. So have
you seen the video of him getting pieced up by Mayweather and sparring though?
Oh, is that him?
Yeah,
he's the guy.
Yeah, he's the guy.
And
everyone thought he was a pro fighter though. Like a lot of people who watched it, they didn't know who he was, obviously, because he had the head guard on. And a lot of people thought he was a pro fighter. Even Joe Rogan was watching. He was like, yeah, but the guy looks like he knows what he's doing. Like, he looks like a fighter.
I've seen
not.
Videos. He's not bad.
He's a good boxer, man. That Whindersson Nunes is good boxer.
Different levels. And
Ethan Gibbs not a good, like he's not a great boxer, but he's got output.
What actually happened with that? Because
this is another thing as well. The refs. I've said it before. I'm saying it again. Them refs yesterday weren't boxing refs. Because do you know who was reffing? Do you remember when we were at the Combat Fight series and the guy was sitting in front of us and his daughter was there? Remember his daughter was like dancing in between the rounds and he was sitting in front of us. He was sitting next to Rory. Yeah. He was reffing. And he was wearing an ISKA. I don't know if ISKA is anything to do with boxing. I'm not sure. I thought it was like Thai kickboxing. But normally, I might be wrong here. People who box, 24/7, like anyone watching the Frankie Stories, anyone. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're in a clinch, and something, say like they like rolled over in a clinch, and I think one of them rolled his ankle, he done something to his ankle, and then he was like holding the ropes and screaming, and the ref counted him out. He was like 1, 2.
I thought that's a no contest.
I thought the ref gets the doctor, and then they look at the injury and then they determine whether he wants to continue or he doesn't. I didn't think you get count. I thought you only get counted out if you get hit and you go down, not. Like, they turned him over and he rolled his ankle and then he was like screaming in pain and then the referee started counting him out.
Yeah, it was really weird.
That was weird. That's weird, isn't it?
Did you not think they were giving...
You have to watch it. That's weird.
Lots of standing counts as well yesterday.
Yeah, they get weird with influence of boxing. They treat them like kids.
Yeah.
Like, these people have got in the ring because they want to box and they want to be treated like professional boxers. Well, fucking treat them like professional boxers then. Yeah. Don't treat them like kids. Yeah, but that was weird. That was weird though. I've never seen that where you get. That's like if you get punched in the balls or something because it's an accident. Yeah. It's an accidental. They just turned around and he rolled his ankle and then he was screaming in pain and the ref counted him out. He was like 1, 2, and Gibbs like, and the trainers are going mad at the ref. They're like, "Why are you counting for?" Normally, I thought they would be like assess it. Take like a minute, like assess it and say, can you continue? And if he says no, then you call it off and then Gibb wins. That's what I thought would happen. He counted him out. That don't make sense, does it? That don't make sense.
Maybe because they're not classing it as proper boxing.
But
you got to do it.
Let him go out on his shield. Warriors, Spartans.
He wasn't even losing that fight. Like it was pretty even.
I told you he's a pretty decent boxer, Austin. He's not bad. He's like, he can box. But the next,
Austin McBride.
Yeah,
I'd fucking love to punch him. I'd fucking have it with him.
He'd piece you up in a boxing match.
Well, give me a year.
Give me a year.
You wouldn't do it in a street fight though.
Give me a year. Give me a year.
One camp.
I know he ain't got what rate I got.
But that was just my pet peeve.
So what is the format? They're doing a semi-finals now.
So all these people, even the people who lost, are still fighting again. They're fighting the people who lost. So they're in like the losers bracket, and then the winners are in the winners bracket.
When's this going on next?
In 6 weeks.
These fellas are rolling.
6 weeks is ain't long.
That Brazilian sold out a lot of them seats.
Bro, there was bare Brazilians there, like packed out with Brazilians. Like this guy.
What Brazilian was this?
Whindersson Nunes. I don't know who he is. Apparently he's a comedian.
57 million
57 million followers. Bro, when he come out, they were showing photos of him and the crowd were going wild. Like you couldn't hear the presenter speaking. They were like, I've never seen anything like this.
He looks a bit like 6ix9ine, doesn't he?
Yeah.
With his hair.
And when he come out, like, bro, that was mad. And then the whole arena emptied. Yeah. They should have had him on last because the whole arena emptied after that.
King Kenny won as well.
King Kenny won, yeah. Whindersson Nunes. I don't know how to spell it though. It's spelled weird.
Comedian or something. His profile picture's him with a red nose on his, like a clown red nose. I'll see if I can find it, to be fair.
Well, he does look like 6ix9ine.
It was very entertaining.
It was
I was sitting there
entertaining.
watching it. I was like, "This is funny, man!" Like, I especially that Blueface one because he was
Blueface, baby.
I did not think he was going to come out. He wasn't that like he wasn't.
Blueface. He's had a few boxing matches.
Oh,
though.
has he?
Yeah, he's had like 3 or 4 boxing matches.
But he's long and straight.
What did he say?
His neck is as long as my arm.
What they asked him something, he goes, "I've been fighting my whole life straight Crip shit." He said something like that, innit? Real Crip shit.
And then he was like, "You got to honour our bet. Your missus is coming back to LA with us." And his missus in the background just smiling like this with fucking one missing.
He goes,
tooth.
"You put your missus up. She coming home with us back to LA."
The presenter was like, "Well,
He was saying
I
that
don't
on
know
the
if
thing.
that's consensual."
It is entertaining. It is entertaining, but
it's clown world, man.
it is clown mode.
It's actually mad. Like people love that.
Dude, this all started from what? Like, obviously, the JJ and... Oh, you didn't turn that off.
What the fuck is that?
That's that,
Brother, what the
alarm
fuck
thing.
is going on?
You were meant to turn it off.
I don't know how to turn it off.
Shout out Jacob Inglemore for telling me that, boy.
Bruv,
Done a post about it.
what the fuck?
Notifications
I'm glad that's on camera.
Wait, look at that though. That is mental.
What is that?
That's you know if there's like a world emergency, like a bomb or something.
Wait, do you know, let me tell you something mad. I know it's nothing to do with combat sports. Right?
Turn it off though, innit? Go on
extreme
to
alert.
settings.
Yeah.
Go on to settings and go on to notifications. And
It just says extreme alerts at the bottom. I just flicked both of them off.
Oh yeah.
When's this? Why have they put this up then?
Bruv, that scared the shit out of me. I was thinking, I've never heard something like that. That don't sound like an alarm. They're preparing us for something, for something big. That's what I think. I swear to you right now, I'm not even Simpsons anything. They're preparing us for something big. Because why is that on there? What, they go, COVID, you got to stay indoors. They ain't setting off one of them. That shit sounded like Armageddon. Like the world's ending.
To be fair, it made my heart drop a little
That
bit.
just fucking scared the shit out of me.
I've seen bare people speak about it, but
I didn't know that was going to happen. I thought it was just going to be
at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
I
Is
thought
that when they said it's going to happen?
Yeah.
Bruv, I thought it'd be a notification. Extreme alert. Not that. What was that?
That's actually nuts. They can even send that
We've
to
been
your
rolling
phone,
for a
innit?
while, boy.
Bro, yeah, I probably won't keep everything
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
I'll just chop bits down.
it.
Yeah. I think that's it from the fights, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, briefly on that, is it Papavojevic or whatever?
Oh, versus Blades.
Yeah.
He won. I haven't seen the fight, but I thought Blades was going to beat him. I
Yeah,
thought Blades
nah.
he's wrestling so good, and he got what KO'd
Yeah, I think he hammer fisted him. Yeah.
first round.
No.
So, and then you got the bracket. You got Jones and Stipe. That's the next fight. Apparently Dana White's like, I've not even spoken to John. I don't know where John Jones has not even spoken to me. I don't even know what's going on. So, but that is the next fight: Stipe versus Jones. Then who's after that? You got an England card coming up with no headliner.
It's got to be Aspen now.
There's no headliner because Leon Edwards said, "I'm not fighting to December." He doesn't want to fight that quickly after. So it has to be Aspinall, but is Aspinall going to go and fight Popovic? What's his name? Popovic in his first fight back. This guy's just knocked 4 people out in the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's UFC, baby.
It is UFC. It's like injuries don't matter. Roll on, roll off shit.
Exactly.
That's why we love that game.
That's what it is.
That's why we love that game.
That's like, what is it? Till was saying, like, I would like to just have a warm fight, but he's like, the UFC just don't work like that.
Till's been calling out like influencers and that, like random people, like he's been calling out like decent boxers. There was a guy, man. What's his name? He called him out, and he's like 30 something and 4. English guy. I don't know his name.
What's up with Till now? What's
don't know.
happening with him?
I ain't got a clue. He's not in the UFC no more, is he? He got released, so I generally don't know what's happening. I thought as soon as he started training with Hamzat, he was going to be
a savage.
But you never know. Yeah, he lost to that Plessis, whatever his name is. This guy could go on and win the championship. We don't know because he's not lost yet in the UFC.
Yeah.
He's on a tear. He could go and beat Rob. But if he goes and beats Robert Whittaker, it's like Till just lost to a guy who's fucking legit.
Yeah,
legit as. Like, he might have been ranked lower than him, but this guy's legit now. He just beat Whittaker. Yeah, like...
I always thought Darren Till was going to go on and to be a champion, man.
Confidence is
I used to love Darren
is a mad thing, because when he went on that tear to the championship... But did he beat anyone that good on the tear to the championship? I know he beat Wonderboy in, like, a technical fight, which is arguable that he even won that fight. It's very arguable, because that fight was so close. It could have been a draw. It could have been one... You wouldn't have argued any way it went. And then who else did he really... He didn't really fight anyone else, did he? And then he fought Woodley and lost. So, I don't know. I don't know with Till. It's sad, though, because I do really like Darren Till.
Yeah.
He's a good fighter. But I don't know. Maybe there's been injury stuff. Maybe there's been... he's had a few knee injuries. I don't know. And we're rolling on. There's no more fight...
It's probably not his path.
Stuff, is there?
No. He had the half marathon today. Not marathon.
The London marathon. But the cards, like the Sterling Cejudo is... We'll have another current events before that, wouldn't we?
I think so, yeah.
Moments of the weeks.
Mine's easy, just seeing Tysie win that Commonwealth title. It was sick, man. I felt proper proud for her.
Seeing all the looks on all of her coaches' faces, like what it meant to everyone there, like the coaches, like Reese, like it meant it just looked mad.
Yeah, and her just like in the interview afterwards, when we gave her a hug and that afterwards, she was just like... Her face, smile, and you could not break it, like nothing at all. It was sick.
No, it was good.
I don't even know my moment of the week, man. Training jiu-jitsu Friday, learning new moves. Going through the moves, feeling like confident, because you just probably that. Being around like-minded people, happy place. Other than that, I don't.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
My one's just like a weird childhood, like a flashback childhood thing of like, well, obviously we were talking about that guy at work about the Toy Soldiers. He looked like the guy of Toy Soldiers, and I went back and watched Toy Soldiers.
I watched that recently.
I went back and watched it, and it's like, you know, when it just reminds you of your childhood, like. Yeah. But for that film, it was like it was. The animations of that were decent.
Yeah,
like it did. Like it's 1998, and the film looked pretty. Like it still looked good, and it was just them. My moment of the week, just them like flashbacks, them things that bring you back to childhood memories. You know, films. It could be games. It could be anything, just anything that brings you back to them childhood memories when life was a simpler time. We weren't getting alerts, emergency alerts. I think we're done. We're done here. Yeah. I'll chop some bits down because it was a longer one than anticipated. But to be fair, there was a lot of fights in that that's happened over the last couple of weeks.
10 minutes running as well from the start.
At the start, yeah. There was a lot running.
So, it's the Combat Sports Fight Show, episode 1.
So we're going for the combat.
Yeah, we're something like that. The fight show, something like that. We got a couple of days to figure it out anyway.
Title it up and shit.
And we got some big pods to come out.
Very big.
Big. Like we've been rolling at the minute. It's like when it rains, it pours, and it's been pouring. And there's big pods to film. Obviously, the Boyce one got mega reaction.
He's very, very,
very respected. And if you haven't seen that podcast, go and watch it after this. That was a good podcast, yeah.
And we filmed one yesterday, which was really good.
Yeah, filmed one yesterday.
Something different towards the sport.
Yeah, towards combat sports trainers.
S&D.
We got some big ones from Dartford still to come out. If you're into the Muay Thai scene,
world champion,
subscribe, because we got world champions, respected trainers, people leading the charge, European champions. People leading the charge on social media, big social media people for the sport. So there's some big pods still to come. There's some big pods still to film. So yeah, it's looking bright, and we got some big things planned on these fight shows as well.
Yeah, some good like content that we're gonna start. Some good content, into it, like.
So we'll probably get Linus on for the next one as well. The next fight show.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah. He's funny guy, man. But people, make sure you like, subscribe, share if you've got any friends who you think would enjoy this, and peace.